afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. Got another Class C motorhome we're going to review today. And guys, this is a 13 Coachmen Freelander, the 32 BH. And I may be wrong, but I don't think I've ever reviewed a Freelander bunkhouse motorhome, but here it is, guys. This is 13 model. It has 37,000 miles on it. It's got 2 slide outs with awning toppers, the bunks. It sleeps up to 10 people. And guys, this is all of this low mileage bunkhouse for under 50 grand. This one's not going to last long. Just for S&Gs, of course, like I do with all of mine, I get on RV Trader and compare prices to other 32 BH Freelanders on the market today. Not only does this one have one of the lowest miles, but people are asking the same price for 2011 models. And this is a 2013. So 2 years newer, same price, great miles and great shape. Bought this one from some owners in Florida. They just had tires put on it. Well, not just had, they were put on in late 2018, but it's been kept inside. And I've got the receipts. It's got less than 1,000 miles on the tires since they were brand new. Goodyears. They pay some big bucks for that. Got a 4K Onan generator. Stripes look good because it's been kept out of the weather most of its life. And guys, like I said, look on RV Trader if you don't believe me. As a matter of fact, and this is a perfect example, if you go on there and look, you're going to see one from a well-known consignment lot. 2011, 2 years older than this, $80,000. That's why you never buy from a consignment lot. People put stuff on consignment because they owe too much or they want too much for it, and the dealer can't buy it to make money. So sure, we'll throw it on the lot, make my lot look more full for free. And then they take that too high price, they add their markup to it, and you got an $80,000 motorhome that's 2 years older than what you can buy the same thing for in a 2-year newer motorhome for 30 grand less, like this one. So, you know, if you buy from a dealer, guys, never buy from a dealer that doesn't own their own inventory. It's the best advice I can give you. But this unit, guys, has got the optional ride air suspension by Firestone. So you can adjust the rear bags, you know, for softer or firmer ride. E450 chassis, it's got 6.8 Triton V10. Dash air's nice and cold. Roof air's running right now, fridge is on. Cabover looks great. No delamination. No check engine lights. We just drove it up here. Rides and drives just like you would expect a 37,000 mile motorhome with practically new tires to ride and drive. And I know the tires may be 4 years old, guys. They were put in late or mid-October of 18, so almost 2019, but you still got a few years left on those, especially if you keep it out of the weather when you're not using it. Still got the tabs on them, Goodyears, all 6 of them. Got the Asdale composite panels, which is on the outside on these, and they don't delaminate like traditional fiberglass does. They are certified green too. And I'm gonna show you a couple of things the previous owners did to this motorhome. Of course, being a Coachman and right smack dab in the middle of that era, it had the flaking furniture. So the previous owners had the front seats, the sofa cushions, the sofa, the dinette cushions all recovered and just pretty much almost identical to factory material. And then they also had the carpet removed and linoleum floor put in its place. And other than that, everything's factory. Let's look inside. And if you want one that'll sleep the whole family and then some, you're gonna love this. Oh, it feels better in here. You've got multiple beds in here. You've got 2 bunks, a bed in the back, your dinette makes a bed, sofa makes a bed, and your Cabover bed. 6 separate beds in here. 37,867 on the miles, no check engine lights, as you can see. Dash, of course, I know you can't see the dash air, but it blows cold. Backup camera works great. Windshield, dash, seats look all well. The front seats weren't recovered, I apologize, because they weren't the pleather seats, they were the cloth seats, so they're still the factory color. But they did a good job too. So nice unit, power windows, power locks. All that up here works just like it's supposed to. Tilt, cruise. It does have a hitch on the back with a 5,000 pound towing capacity. You got a TV on a swivel mount. There's your cushion and your ladder. 350 pound maximum load in your Cabover bunk. So this is in between a full size and a queen size bed. A little smaller than a queen, a little bigger than a full. Does have a Blu-ray or DVD player right here. DVD player. And dinette does make a bed. And for one or two kids, one adult, or two small adults. And you do have a flip down sleeper sofa to sleep a couple. Not a bad kitchen, because a bunkhouse is going to have a smaller kitchen and more sleeping capacity. And you still got a little bit of countertop space here. 3-burner stovetop, microwave, convection oven maybe? Nope, microwave. Just over the range microwave. AC blowing good and cold. Refrigerator's clean. Already getting cold in the back of the freezer. And you can see I got it turned on and turned all the way up. Already getting cold back there on electric. It'll actually cool off quicker if I put it on propane, but it's fine. I just want to make sure it works, and I'm 99% certain it does. So I guess just a miscellaneous storage. Battery disconnect switches, awning controls, everything right here as you first walk in. Well as an interior light switch. It's got Coachmen's even flow ducted air conditioning, which helps evenly distribute the air conditioner throughout the entire RV, so less hot and cold spots. You do have your bunks with individual lights, and then you also have, in the same slide out, you've got some additional storage here in the bedroom. And of course you can use this bed when the room is in, and you can use the bunk beds. You'll just lose access to some of those lower cabinets down there. Queen Island bed. I do have a couple of day-night shades I gotta have we gotta fix, so don't worry about that. And a decent sized bathroom. You also have a solid door right here to separate the bunks from the main bedroom. Fully enclosed side bath, so when you're taking a shower or getting ready, you're not blocking access to any part of the RV except of course the bathroom. Got a little shower right here, not a huge one, but again guys, this is designed for families to sleep more people, so they have to take the space from things like the kitchen and the bathroom, compared to a traditional couples model with just a single bedroom without the bunks. Those had the bigger bathrooms, the bigger kitchens, and more interior storage because they don't have to make room for the bunks. They did a good job on this floor too. I mean, you wouldn't think it's factory if you didn't know better. You'd think it was put by Coachmen. One little step, about 4 or 5 inches right here. 314 hours on the 4 kW Onan. You can see it's running right now. Water heater, it is a gas electric. Water pump, slide controls, all right here. It's a nice unit, guys. $49.9 while it lasts. We inspect the following items, guys, and this is at time of sale. We guarantee at time of sale the following systems for that $49.9 price. And so we keep our prices low. Now, if you want to go out and buy one that's 2 years older for the same price, they might, I don't know if they guarantee anything or not. We do. A lot of dealers don't guarantee anything on used RVs. But what we do, guys, is we cover the major stuff. We leave any Mickey Mouse stuff to you. Major stuff that we inspect and guarantee to work at time of sale. Generator, we make sure it runs and puts out, which it is. We guarantee that the roof air is cold, which it is. We guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to get cold, which it's doing right now. We guarantee steps to work, which this has got a low profile step in, so there's no step on it, nothing to worry about there. Guarantee it to run and drive like it's supposed to. It does. We wouldn't have drove it hundreds of miles if it didn't. And we guarantee the water systems. So that includes water heater and water pump. So we make sure all that works. Water gets hot. no dripping, no water leaks anywhere. We do inspect that and guarantee it. Now everything else is on you to check or not check, or fix or not fix if there's anything at all wrong with it, which I don't think there is, because these people took very good care of this one. I know they just got to where they couldn't use it, obviously 1,000 miles in 3 years, so, and part of that was us driving it up here, so obviously they didn't have a need for it anymore. So, and that happens a lot of times, guys. It could be a combination of age, health, financial reasons, or whatever. I mean, these are toys after all, and RVs are. They're a want, not a need, and a lot of times people buy them and for whatever reason they quit using them. A lot of times in my experience it's age and health, kind of a combination, but I don't know these particular people's stories, so I'm not going to elaborate on that. But hey, it's a great chance for you to buy a nice motor home for less than anywhere. I mean, try to prove me wrong, guys. Try to find a 2013 Coachmen Freelander with around 37,000 miles, give or take a little, for this price anywhere else. Let me know what you come up with, and I promise you, you're going to have to go a couple years older to get one somewhere else for this price. So anyway, of course, that's why we sell 500 to 600 used RVs a year. That's why people subscribe to my channel. You can't beat the Parkway deals. You really can't. Y'all know that, but I have to assume there's somebody watching one of my videos for the first time, and that's why I have to tell you. I mean, look around, do your research, guys. Compare our prices to anybody. RV Trader is a great source, because you're not looking at, you see, unlike other RV websites on RV Trader, and I'm not endorsing them, I'm not getting paid to sponsor them, but I'm a firm believer that RV Trader is the best way to figure out what an RV is worth market value, because you go to these other websites, especially the oddball ones or the ones that are not well known, you might be looking at an ad from years ago that sold years ago. With RV Trader, you have to pay to advertise on there first of all, so that gets a lot of the riffraff out and scams. I'm not saying there isn't a scam or two on RV Trader, but not near as many as like Marketplace or Facebook or the same thing, or Craigslist. But here's the thing about RV Trader. After 60 or 90 days, if you haven't sold your unit, you have to pay to renew it. If you don't pay to renew it, then it automatically gets deleted from the website. So you're not looking at year-old ads or 2-year-old ads when you go on there to see what the actual market value of something. And NADA I'm under NADA too. I mean, several thousand under NADA with no added options with 37,000 miles. But the true market value is what people are selling them for everywhere else. And so I'm under both NADA and RV Trader what I should be selling it for. But guys, that's why we sell all over the country. I've had calls today. I hadn't had really any out-of-town customers today, but I mean, we had people we got deals from people from Minnesota wanting to buy. I think we got a deposit today for some folks in Washington State. We get them from all over, guys, because of our prices. And they're not doing it because of my pretty looks, trust me. They're calling here because, hey, I found this RV, I love it, I did some research, y'all got the best price in the country for what it is, year, make, and model, and condition, so yeah, I'm buying it from you, and I'm saving $10,000, $15,000. And we still do a basic inspection at that low price too. That's, I know a lot of people, that blows a lot of people's minds that have been going to these other RV dealerships and get the whole as is, we check nothing, guarantee nothing. If you want a guarantee or you want a full checkout, you got to buy a new one. And you hear that a lot from other RV dealerships. But guys, we are a used RV dealer. Besides 2 brands of new travel trailers that I carry, everything else is used. I've got a few C's, not many. I've got maybe 15 used C's in stock, and a lot of them are sold. But guys, we buy them every day. If you've got one for sale and it's nice, give us a call. We're a cash buyer. We can even pick it up. If we can come to terms on an agreeable price for both of us, we'll pick it up. As long as it's nice and no rust buckets, no projects, no major remodeled ones or anything like that, please. And nothing with a branded title. If you've got one for sale, give us a call. We're buyers. 706-965-7929. We own everything we sell. Lock, stock, and barrel. We don't finance nothing. No floor plans. Real easy to sell to. Real easy to buy from, guys. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I wanted to put this one on. I know it's getting kind of late in the day. It's already after 5, so I'm going to cut it off, put it a little bit short, and put it online, so I'm not here till 8 o'clock tonight again. But thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment, share on social media. $49.9, of course, is a haggle-free, firm price. Doesn't matter how you're paying for it. Doesn't matter how far you come. That's what it takes to buy it. I'm not going to take a penny less. You obviously can't find another 13, or you wouldn't be contacting us for this price in a 32 BH Freelander with around 37,000 miles. So give us a call if you're interested. We take trade-ins. We have financing available with approved credit. We have no dealer interest rate markup. See, a lot of people don't realize, not only do we save you thousands on the price, but you know how many thousands of dollars we save people who go through banks and finance companies at other dealerships when they go through ours? Because we don't, just for the simple reason, we're not greedy. We don't mark interest rates up. Other dealers, they get you approved through their banks, or the banks they do business with. They don't own the banks, but then they're going out and taking the rate. Say they get you approved at a 6% rate, they're charging you 8%, or 7, or 7.5, whatever they think you can pay. Guys, over the term of, especially a long-term RV loan, do you know what the total cost of ownership that adds to it? I mean, it may only be 15, 20 bucks a month on your payment, but times that by 140 or 180 months, that adds up pretty quick. And not only that, but here comes the upsells, guys, and this is something that a lot of dealers push down everybody's throat, and they got a lot of RV shoppers brainwashed. If you buy a used RV, you got to buy a 5-year extended warranty and gap insurance, and you got to buy these tire and wheel packages and this roadside assistance package. And I'll tell you something, guys, the reason they do that, it's all marked up 3 to 4 times dealer cost. And when you need those services, they're going to do everything they can to get out of paying the services, dude, not the dealer, because the dealer don't care. They got their money for it. They let you deal directly with the service itself instead of them. But what they'll do is they'll argue with you, put limitations on there so it's impossible that they ever have to pay. I can't tell you how many complaints I've had over warranties, over roadside assistance. I've got personal experience with roadside assistance, guys. When I first started transporting RVs years ago, which I did for a few years before I got into advertising and all that, you know, I'd have a blowout or a breakdown, and I'd call the roadside assistance, and I waited there for hours and hours, and kept calling them, hey, you find? No, I hadn't found anybody. To the point that, all right, I got my phone out, I got my pencil and paper. Well, I think at the time I didn't have a smartphone, but I had a GPS. So I typed in local garages around me and tow services, started calling, and you know, within 30 minutes, I found a local place that came out, especially when I told them I'm not going through roadside, I just going to pay them cash money, I don't need a receipt. You know how quick I got somebody out there after waiting for hours? And I learned that trick, guys. See, these roadside assistance companies, they offer a reduced rate to these mom and pop shops and these large nationwide chains. Nationwide chains will usually work with them, mom and pops won't. So they're trying to accomplish two things where you just want somebody to come out and help you. They're trying to find somebody that will come out and work on an RV and take their reduced rate. So they're being told that no, yes to the first question, do you work on RVs, and no to the second one. So they're just going to ignore them and go on to the next one. And that leaves you stranded for hours and hours and hours. And I see it on Facebook all the time. What roadside assistance should I get? What roadside assistance? The answer is none. Smartphone, pencil and paper. Start calling local tire stores, local garages, local tow companies. Ask them, do y'all work, or whatever your issue is, can y'all help me? No. Well, can you refer somebody local that can? Oh yeah, let me give you so-and-so's number. He can do it. You call them. If they can't do it, ask the same question. Can you refer somebody? Very rarely do I have a hard time finding service, and I broke down in some pretty remote areas in my career as an RV transporter, guys. And didn't have to, you know, I just tell them, hey, I'll pay you cash money. I don't need a receipt. They're out there like that because that's money they don't have to show. So yeah, they're all for it. Hey, you know, get paid $200 under the table for just coming out and changing a tire. Which, I mean, I usually change my own tires, but for those of you that can't, hey, they're all for that. I mean, they're there. They got you back on the road in 45 minutes, and they got a couple $100 cash. They don't have to show to Uncle Sam. They're all for that. So that's just a little trick I use, guys, and especially for those full-timers. I'll tell you that. Of course, a lot of y'all know that already, but that's why I'm not a big fan of roadside assistance, because it'll leave you hanging more times than it'll actually help you. Anyway, guys, sorry, long rant, but I want to show this motor home, give you some advice, how to save some money if you buy from other dealerships. Always say no to upsells. Keep your amount financed as low as possible. When a dealership starts quoting payments, you know you're in for a ride, because they're taking your attention away from the amount financed. Oh, for X amount of dollars a month, you get this motor home with an extended warranty and this, this, and this. For another 30 bucks a month, you get this, this, and this, and this added to it. But they're telling you the payment, they're not telling you the amount financed, guys. You've got to do your due diligence. Always check with your bank or credit union that you do business with, see what kind of programs they offer for RVs. Do your research, try to get a rough idea what the average interest rate is and terms for the year model RV you're looking at. And payment will always follow the amount financed with the terms and the rate. Math never fails. So, you know, if you're wanting to spend $500 a month, you can do your research and get a rough idea how much you need to finance, what year model you need to stay in, and what interest rate you need to stay at to accomplish that. And don't let them talk you into paying. You know, when they start quoting payments, I've walked up and left before, because when they won't tell me how much I'm financing, that's what I care about. Payments, I know that's going to follow the amount I finance, so I'm not too concerned about that. And that's how you get out of getting ripped off. Let me tell you another trick too, guys. When they do this thing called a Foursquare, when you sit down in the salesperson's office and they bring this piece of paper from the sales manager or whomever, and it's 4 squares where you got the sales price, discount, then payment on the next line, then down payment down below, and trade-in amount if you got a trade-in, guys. The best thing you can do is laugh, get up, and walk out, because they are trying to gyp you. 4 squares, if I see 4 squares, I'm heading for the door. I just tell them no thanks, I'll buy somewhere else. Same way with fees. If they start charging you fees, they're all 100% dealer profit. Walk out. You know, we've been in business for over half a century. We've never had to charge a fee. We're still here, so obviously it's not a necessary thing. Our price is $49.9 plus applicable sales tax. That's it. Easy, simple, and done. But now, if you are a Georgia resident, there is a $100, and this is from the state of Georgia, not us. There's a $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee. That's it. We don't charge dock fees, prep fees, none of that crap. If you need delivery service, it's easy. It's $1.50 a loaded mile one way. Guys, it don't get much easier than that. So, you know, if you've been looking at Rip-Off World and all these other places, I've given you plenty of information there to keep you from getting ripped off, or to help prevent you from getting ripped off. Let me tell you something. These corporate dealers are slick. Very slick. They're well trained. They know how to get the most experienced buyer to get them upside down in their RV, and they know how to get you, like, say, you know, you walk in, you buy one like this for $49.9. They know how to get you to leave and owing $75,000 on it. That's how they make their money. They're good, guys. You know, a lot of them don't even want to take cash sales because of that, because they lose money. They make so much money on financing and upsells that they don't even want to sell for cash anymore, because that's just tens of thousands of lost profit that they could get on a finance company versus cash. And I know that's weird to a lot of people, because used to cash you got a discount, but now you'll pay more with the cash sale than if you finance, because they lose out on a lot of profit when you pay cash. So don't be surprised once you mention you're a cash buyer and you're at these other dealerships, that suddenly that unit you're looking at mysteriously has a unknown deposit on it from another salesperson, or it's already sold, because they don't want to sell it to you. They want you to finance it. And then they'll just work on selling you a more expensive model that you don't have enough cash for, that you have to finance. That's an old trick. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. I'm sorry I ranted. Just stuff on my mind today, and I talked to a couple customers today, and they thanked me for, you know, I had one thank me for the advice I give in my videos, and it saved them a lot of money, and they actually winded up buying one from us. So, because of the advice I give, and I know some of y'all may shrug it off, you heard it before, but again, I have to assume that there are people watching this video for the first time, and or watching one of my videos for the first time. So maybe I can save somebody some money, whether they buy from here or somebody else. I mean, I'd rather you buy from here, but if you don't, maybe that'll give you some information to get a good deal and get a good motorhome and enjoy RVing, guys. You only live once. I mean, if you want one and you love and you've got the means, it's not going to put you in a financial crunch, then by all means do it. You only live once. And right now with the market like it is, if you buy it right, you can use it for a year and you can sell it for what you paid for it. I mean, it's not like you're going to risk a lot of money. And who wants to go buy a brand new one and lose that kind of money on a new one, and honestly get an inferior product on the new ones? These were built a lot better in 13 than they are in 2022. Yes, I said it. They are built a lot better in 13, even now, 9 years later. This unit right here is probably in better shape than what you'd buy in a 2022 model for twice or more of the price. But thank you for watching, guys. Just flash me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. If you're on Facebook, make sure you like my page, RV's a Big Bow, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.